All right, we're on. Hi, everybody. Hope you're having a great night. Monica and I just wanted to hop on tonight and go over a few questions because we have a lot of new reps and our team is growing very quickly, so we want to make sure and address things that you're dealing with and so that you feel comfortable with all that your business has to offer. So first, I just wanted to point you in the direction of the Team One More Rep page. You should have all been added when you first signed on as a rep. There is a video that Zach Bradley posted today in that page. So on April 25th, it's a live video. It's about 25 minutes, so it's long, but maybe just try to listen while you're doing the dishes or driving or something. You don't need to see anything. It's a really sketchy video anyway, but you can listen to his message. He talks through the inventory issues, he talks through some of the growing pains, and he talks about some exciting things to come. So I really enjoy hearing from the leadership in our company, and it always makes me feel better, like they are listening and they know that we're frustrated with some of the lack of sizes and lack of inventory. So take a listen to that. Reach out if you have any questions, but I think he says everything there. And he also sent an email too. So if you don't see the video, there's an email summary, but basically the whole idea is that they know about the issues and they're working to fix them. So I think my prediction is in six months to a year, we will look back on this and laugh and just remember remember when we were so small and we couldn't keep leggings in stock? And I think it'll be a funny story, but I know that it can be frustrating right now. Anything else about that, Monica?
No, I just totally agree. I think we'll look back on it just like with every, ground floor company, and, I think it's growing pains, but I definitely, listening to Zach, I haven't got to listen to his whole conversation yet, but just listening to Zach, I mean, they know it's a problem. It's not like they're just pushing it under the rug and telling us to deal with it. They're doing their best, but when you're growing as quickly as we are, which is an awesome thing. I mean, it's just hard to keep up, but that's a good thing. We just got to stay positive, and there's nothing we can do about it. So, and some of the questions that were brought up, I'll kind of go into that first question. How do you have parties when, everything's out of stock? So I'm actually having an in-home party tomorrow night, and I, was thinking, how am I going to make the most of it? Because I was like going through things. I'm like, oh my gosh, like all the leggings are out of stock. What am I going to do? So what I decided is I'm going to wear an outfit that we do have in stock. Like we do have, I have the black crops, and the black light and tights just came back in and are available. So I'm going to wear an outfit that I know that we have in stock. And I'm going to, kind of suggest it, like, talk about how awesome they feel, whatever, just to get people interested in what I'm wearing, and not really focus maybe on the oceans that aren't going to be in until to the middle of May. But with that being said, and Katie and I kind of ran into this when we were doing a vendor event. People that still wanted them, we would go ahead and take their order and, just tell them that, it could be, the middle of May before they come in. So you can always just take down their names. If they are really interested, take down their names, and then you can just say, hey, I'll be in touch when they come in. I know that doesn't help for April. It's not going to help me tomorrow, but it will help me in May because they will be back in May. So you just kind of have to sometimes look ahead and see, how it can help you next month if it can't help you this month. Let's see. Do you have anything else to add as far as that goes, Katie?
No, I think that's so smart to wear something that's not out of stock. That's so smart and so easy.
Yeah, and like I say, and just, suggest things to people that we have in stock. Don't pull out the red, Zyia pants and talk about them, or, put a lot of attention towards them. Put a lot of attention towards, the copper charged tanks, or, the jackets, or hopefully we still have some boyfriend sweaters tomorrow night, because I might throw on my gray boyfriend sweater and, and say, hey, this just came out in pink. So, because it's just, I mean, everybody loves that sweater, and I do have it in a couple sizes so people can try on. So I'm really hoping that the pink is still available for tomorrow night. But that's kind of my plan for tomorrow, and hopefully it works. So.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, in the party I just did last week, so there were not a lot of things in stock, but when people commented that they wanted it, or when they would say something like, darn it, it's out of, my size isn't available, I would just comment like, oh, darn, it'll be in a few weeks or whatever, and we'd move on. Like, we just didn't fixate on it, and because I didn't fixate on it, they didn't fixate on it, and we just kept going. So just try to have a positive attitude, because that will show through to your customers. And if you're like really down about, we don't have anything, then they're going to feel that way too.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Just, stay positive and move on, and don't dwell on it. If they ask, say, no, we don't have that, but these are really cute and these are super popular and they just came out, and, just kind of.
Because you know what? Like, no one really knows that we should have all of this in stock, because it's a brand new company and like a kind of a new concept. I don't think there's any real expectation other than what we have as reps. But like, if I don't think people expect that everything is in stock.
Right. And I always turn it towards, this company is very boutique-ish. So,
Yes.
Boutiques only order a certain amount of sizes, and when they're gone, they're gone. So that's why, if you see something you like, you need to, get it ordered right away. And so and I'm always just like, and they have to make room for new inventory. So they, release stuff every week. So they have to like discontinue some stuff, and it stinks that you miss out, but you just, try to just kind of go back to that. So.
I love that boutique analogy too, because you're right. When I've shopped at a boutique before, it's not like, if they don't have my size, you're like, oh man, and then you move on. You realize that they don't have to have it. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we good with that question?
Hopefully, I think so.
Okay.
Nobody's
on. Okay, I think the second one was about recruiting, and let me pull up the wording. I did post, there's no other wording. I did post a video recently about recruiting. I'll see if I can find it and post it again, because I think all of my best tips are really in that video. But recruiting is just something that I talk about during parties. All of my parties are essentially online. So during the online parties, like throughout the few days, my parties are usually Thursday through Sunday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Mm-hmm. On Thursday, I introduce the company. I talk about when I became a rep, so that's my first message about being a rep. Then I talk about my starter kit in that first kind of day. That's another, little bit about being a rep. I talk about being a rep. I usually go live and I talk about it then. And then at the end of the party, I do a couple posts about it. I do one post about who wants to have another party. These are all the things that the hostess got for this price. And then I do another post about if you're interested in earning a discount, if you're interested in earning money off of wearing leggings, message me. So I'm just talking about it throughout the party, just like a favorite pair of leggings. And then I follow up with people who are interested. So I follow up, I talk about it pretty, easily. And I really don't think there's not like a secret. It's just kind of a constant. And so I'm always planting those seeds, just like Monica said about she takes names, it might not help her for April for the, things that are out of stock, but it helps her in May. It's the same way with repping. I have somebody who told me that she would be interested in at the end of June. So she's on my list and I'm going to go back to her in June. And I don't know. I don't think I have any other secrets. Am I missing something, Monica?
You're a powerhouse at it. So I don't, I think it's just your drive. Like you don't like you don't give up. Like that's the part of the business that you really, really enjoy, and you are awesome at it. So I think, I think you're just doing what you need to do and getting it done.
I do write it on my board. So above my desk here, I do have goals each week for like team stuff. And that helps. And so I do think seeing those goals written down is very helpful. I'm super motivated by this cruise and those points. So that's really helpful. And I know you guys are too, but just don't give up. Keep talking about it. Post about it frequently. If you're posting about leggings 5 times a week, you should post about the rep opportunity once or twice. You know,
I am guilty of not doing that. Like, I don't know, like I'm so much more comfortable with the sales side of it, the clothes, and Katie's more comfortable with the repping side. So, it's just, but yes, in order to grow your team, you need some reps. So I need to be better at that too. I need to put that on my board. And
I think you do it more than you used to, a lot.
Yeah, I'm getting better, but I definitely need to make an effort to do it. I mean, I need to set a goal for like once a week to talk about it, because right now it's like so sporadic. So I definitely need to do that too.
Okay. All right, good. I'll write a note to post that video again, though, so some of the newer reps can see. Okay, I think you're up.
So I think it was maybe Amy that had a question about the vendor events. Katie and I think have tried like 3 or so. They have not gone very well for us. And now that's not saying that they're not going to go well for all of you. We just haven't found the right group yet. This last one that we did, we thought for sure was going to be awesome. But again, it just didn't work out. So, I mean, you can give it a shot, Amy. I think you said you're not paying anything for the booth. So, I mean, it's your time. That's all that you're going to lose is your time. So if you, and you could get awesome results from it. You don't know what type of people are going to be there. And I think a couple of Katie and I did, it wasn't it wasn't our people.
Neither one. They were like, here and here.
I know it was. One of these days we're gonna get it right. But so as far as vendor shows, I mean, if you have them in your area and they're not costing you a fortune, there was another one that Katie and I were just approached, to do, and it was $500 for the booth. So Katie kind of done her research and asked around, and people are like, oh, I don't think it's worth it. So I think you need to do your research and if you're going to spend that kind of money, definitely. But I mean, if it's a free booth or if it's $20 to get in there and you don't, it's your time. As far as carrying inventory for it, that can go either way. I think people like that sometimes they can take it away, but I don't think it bothers them. Like with Katie and I, we're like, you can have it shipped in 3 days. And people are like, oh, 3 days, that's not a big deal to wait. So, maybe, the black pocket light and tights, because everybody loves those, grab them, and maybe a couple of different sizes if you have the resources to be able to do that. And then maybe, a copper charge tank or, one of our more popular tanks you could do, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't think you need to spend a lot of money getting the inventory. But I mean, I suppose I would like to probably go to an event and be like, oh, these leggings are cute, and buy them because I'm a shopper. But Katie, I think, would be like, oh, these are cute, you can have them to me in 3 days, that's fine. Like, so again, I think it's going to go either way. I don't think it matters, and I don't think you need to spend a lot of money, having every size and 3 different pants, maybe just the black pocket light and tights, or like I have done and just gotten, all the sizes in the black pocket light and tights. That way they're available for people to try on, and then they can order them. So let's see, was that 2 booths for free? Is it worth having to pay for a booth? Yeah, we kind of talked about that. So if you have any more questions about that, I mean, Katie, I wish we would say we've been rock stars at it, but it just hasn't worked for us. But it's not to say that it won't work for, like I said, if you find your right people, then I think, I know there's several reps on on the One More Rep team that do all vendor, events and have great success with it. So it's hard to, it's kind of a, hard, it's kind of a toss up whether it's gonna, be worth it or not. But like I said, if you're getting it for free, then and you have the time, then I say go for it. So
yeah, and it's good exposure when people are still not very familiar with Zyia. So if it's free, go for it, and if it's easy. Okay, the last question was about online parties. Does everyone go live in the party? And I think Amy wanted other people to answer, and since we're the only ones on, we'll just do our best answering. I don't go live in every party. I used to, but now it just depends on how the party's doing. Lately, I've had 2 parties that just like took off without me hardly even doing anything. I didn't even offer free shipping, and they were already ordering. So I do think I went live for like 5 minutes just to introduce myself, but I didn't do the whole, I didn't show them all my clothes and all of that. So I don't think it's necessary. It's just another tool in your toolbox to increase engagement. Do you go live every time, Monica?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
And I guess it's just, in the party, and I guess I don't know, I usually start my parties on Thursday, and I don't post a whole bunch on Thursday. I just kind of say, hey, I'm going to kick off the party by going live. So I feel like that's kind of my way to kick off the party. So I guess I do because of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why.
I had the last few times I've been busy on Thursday night and couldn't figure out when I was going to go live. So then I didn't announce it. So that was kind of nice because then I just went live random when I wanted. And I liked that freedom. But the question is, do you think it adds value to go live? And I do. I really do. I think it's nice for them to see our face. Then they can learn to know, like, and trust us faster. They can see that we're real people, that we're representing the brand well, how the clothes fit on us. So yeah, I definitely think it adds value, but if you don't have time, you don't have time. This business is, I love what Zach said today on the call, and it was something about this business looks different for everyone, and we love that. And I love that too. So the way I run my party is going to be different than the way you run yours. And some people prefer vendor events, and some people like me just want to be all online, and some people like home parties. And so you just have to find a formula that works for you. We've just found some things that work for us, and that's why we do them, but they don't necessarily work for everyone. How long do you keep a party open? I open it on a Thursday usually, or a Wednesday, and try to close it that Sunday or Monday. But if there are orders still coming through, then I'll keep it open because it doesn't really matter since I ships right away. It's totally up to you and the logistics. Do you feel the same?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. What date do you open the party and start posting? So Monica and I just really like the Thursday through Sunday party time. We've played with different lengths. I've done a shorter one. I've done longer ones. That just has been the best amount of time for us. So I usually open it on, if the hostess is really antsy and excited to start, and I'm available, I'll open it on a Tuesday, and then I'll start posting on Thursday. But if they're one girl I'm hosting a party for, she's just super relaxed, so I haven't even set it up yet, and it starts tomorrow. So, there's some give there, but I usually start posting on, when I set it up, I make a general post about welcome. Here's the link. You can start checking it out, and I'll be back soon. Just to really, just so they know what they can do. But then I start posting officially when it starts. What date do you open the party and start posting, go live, and then close it out? Okay, so I think we talked about that. So if we open it Wednesday, start posting, kicks off Thursday with a live maybe or not, close it on Sunday or Monday. And then I think she really wanted to hear from more people on the team, but unfortunately they're not here. So if you guys are watching this and you want to add something, you can just comment on the video and let us know. And there's not a one-size-fits-all for this at all. I encourage you to play with it and kind of see what works for you. Do you want to add anything to that, Monica?
No, I think you covered, everything is, and like you, just to reiterate what you said, it's not, I mean, just because the way we do something and it works awesome for us isn't necessarily going to work awesome for you, and what, Jill or Amy or whoever else is on the team, you might just find something that works awesome, and Katie and I could try it and it could bomb for us. So it's just, you got to play around, see what feels comfortable for you. Katie and I, when we first started, it was just all online, but I've done, a couple of home parties now, and I really love that. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe that's a little bit more, the way, not that I won't do online because they're super easy and a lot of people don't have time, especially coming this summer. It's going to be hard to even get, parties booked because people's schedules are crazy. But I just like being able to help people, with sizes and trying on and recommendations. So that just feels more comfortable for me. So like I said, I'm doing a home party tomorrow night, and I'm hoping to get a couple home ones scheduled for May. So this, whatever feels right for you.
Home parties are fun. We had one in March to help me. Monica helped me do one in March to help me finish the month because I was struggling that month, and I really loved having those women together drinking wine and shopping. And I invited a friend who was coming. She's a Stella and Dot rep. I said, just bring your stuff. And so she sold some stuff and I sold some stuff, and I don't know, it was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I see why you like that, and you're so good at helping people pick stuff out and make recommendations, and that's good. Okay, I think that's it for now. So we'll post this recording, and please let us know if you have any questions. And I think that's it. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks, Monica.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.